Hi everyone, this is John Corley at Plant Based Life, here with another one of our videos, and today I'm going to talk about starting a revolution. So what do I mean by that? Well, look, a few weeks ago I did a video about glyphosate, and the horrible weed killer, pesticide, herbicide that Monsanto have got in their Roundup substance, right? It's a substance that's in their Roundup weed killer and herbicide pesticide, which is being used on pretty much every conventional crop you can think of around the world, and it's wreaking all kinds of damage on our ecosystem, on our gut flora, just really lowering our immunity and it's terrible, right? Now, that video I spoke about it in depth, so I'm not going to go into it too much in this video, but I will link it. The reason for this one is I mentioned at the end of that video about I'm here to work with anybody who, really wants to make a change and get organic produce out to the masses. So I'm doing another call out. I've spoken to quite a few people in recent weeks, and I'm connecting with quite a lot of people who've got food co-ops and other means of getting good organic produce to people, but I want to reach out to more. So anybody watching this, I want you to get in contact with us. We're not doing this as any kind of business venture, it's not. In fact, I might be wearing my t-shirt, I might be on my channel, but this isn't a business venture of any kind. This is purely because I genuinely want people to get access to cheap, affordable fruit and veg, and I want it, seeds. I just want it at a good price, that people can afford of all income levels. That's the most important thing. And also, that it's not given this image that to eat healthy you need a lot of money, right? We really need to get rid of that. Sorry, there's a big truck going past, it's a bit noisy, so we need to get rid of that perception. So this is another call out to anybody in Australia, in Sydney, who's got a co-op or is really, looking at really helping people get healthy, organic fruit and veg on a regular basis. Then let's get together. Let's work out ways we can do this through workshops, seminars, spreading the word. There's some amazing people out there. Check out www.myorganicschool.com when you can. That's a service where they're bringing organic fruit and veg into schools and teaching the kids how to grow it. I mean, that's just phenomenal, I want to get these sort of initiatives out to the people who really need it, people with, with health conditions, disabilities, people who are, on very low incomes. Let's really get this out to the people who need it the most, okay? This isn't about, people who can just afford it. We want this for everybody, This is, a lot of people aren't eating healthy, not because they don't want to. They genuinely have the drive to do it. They just can't afford the prices that are being marked up by a lot of these major food chains, right? For organic produce, so support the co-ops. I mean, we go to a co-op in Enmore called Alfalfa House. Great place. You can get your fruit and veg pretty cheap there. My Organic School, I just mentioned, you can buy veggie boxes from some of their schools, some in the east, and there's a few other ones as well in Sydney, and they're expanding, so support them. And anyone else who's running a co-op anywhere in this country or anywhere in the world and getting fruit and veg out to the people direct from the farmers at a good price, support them. Get out there and support them. Don't bother going to another supermarket if you can help it. Obviously you have to do it occasionally, we can't always get to the co-ops, but let's support them, let's give them the support they need, and really get everybody getting access to organic produce. We have to do this. We have to do this to shut down the major companies from poisoning our food chain, because if we all keep making a difference by buying organic and going direct to farmers, they're not going to have a market anymore. And if we can just keep building it up, eventually we'll make a difference. And people power has done a lot over the years, in many different shapes and forms, and protests and everything else. And I believe we can do this as well. Nothing's impossible ever, right? Impossible is just a word You know, I'm possible is what it actually means. If you look at the word impossible, it's I'm possible. Anything's possible, right? With the right mindset, we can make anything happen. Anyway, that's my message for the day. Let's start a revolution. Okay, peace, movement, and plants.